Happy Vaniversary, Ashley!
Happy Vaniversary, babe!
Oh, thank you.
We're Chad and Ashley, and this is our van, and we travel full-time around the country, and we've been to, I think 28 states now?
29.
29?
Yeah. 29
states now, look at that. And today we are celebrating a couple things. One is our Vaniversary, which is 1 year on the road, and we are also celebrating 1,000 followers on YouTube. We want to say thank you to you guys, to everyone who has already subscribed, and if you aren't already, please do. It really helps. It means a lot to us.
What a way to celebrate the day than with discovering a couple of repairs that the RV needs. Nothing too major, we could still drive. More on that later. For now, we're currently driving up through central Utah. We just left, what was that place called? Capitol Reef. We just left Capitol Reef National Park.
How could you forget?
If you watched our last video, and we're currently heading up northeast out of Capitol Reef, and one place that happens to be on the way is called Goblin Valley State Park. So we're gonna swing in there, give that a quick look-see, and then we'll tell you more about what's going on with our engine that we're gonna have to deal with here in the next day or two. But for now, let's go look at some hoodoos in Goblin Valley. If you don't know what a hoodoo is, hey buddy, buddy's a hoodoo. No, a hoodoo is basically, how would you explain it? Just like a rock column, like a freestanding rock column that comes out of the ground? Mm-hmm. So we're gonna go look at some of those. Let's see what we can see in Goblin Valley State Park.
Look at you. Came out perfect.
So, the way this state park got its name, Goblin State Park, is because they call the hoodoos goblins. I guess because of the way they're shaped, they're kind of layered with fat rock, skinny rock, fat rock, skinny. Can you see any right here? A little bit. Well, you've been looking at them in these shots for the last few seconds. What do you think? Do you think it looks like a goblin? I guess I see it. I could see what they're talking about, see what they're getting at. So, anyways, very nice park, definitely recommended. This area we're in right now is called the Valley of Goblins, and that's the main attraction of this park. And I guess it's about 3 square miles with over 1,000 hoodoos in it. So definitely worth the stop. Well, finished up our time at Goblin State Park. How cool was that?
So cool!
And now, back to what's going on with our engine. Basically, the campsite we stayed at last night, as we went to leave, I noticed some wet spots on the ground on the dirt underneath, which I hadn't seen before. Went underneath, like any professional mechanic, took a drop of what was leaking, tasted it.
Ew.
Clearly coolant. So, looking around for the coolant leak. Can't see exactly where it's leaking from, but based on the area it's leaking from, I'm 99% sure it's either the hoses to the heater core or the heater core itself, which would make sense why I couldn't see the leak, because you can't see the heater core. So I'm kind of digging in to the front of the RV here right now to look at it. Let's take a look. Well, got it opened up, and it's hard to tell yet That's the heater core. If you don't know what a heater core is, it's what makes your heat blow hot in your car's AC. And it looks like something was leaking right here on the heater core, but I'm gonna try to turn on the engine to confirm it. Let's see. Well, I couldn't tell you why earlier it was dumping fluid out pretty quickly, and now it looks like nothing. But that is definitely where the leak was coming from. Some there, and it looks like there might be a spot here. So, that is on the list of things that need to be fixed very soon because it's causing us to lose coolant. Not super fast, but the coolant is going down noticeably with every drive, so we're gonna keep an eye on it and try to find an auto parts store here tomorrow, hopefully. So I'll probably catch up with you over there. Well, after a lot of frustration and trying 2 different heater cores, because the first one I got was a real cheap one and wasn't even manufactured right, I guess, and the hoses were the wrong sizes and the clips didn't fit on, barely didn't fit. Got a second heater core from a different auto parts store. Let me show you. That's the old one. It's out, it's replaced. Hopefully we won't start leaking again, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, well, now that the engine is all repaired, at least for now, as long as it holds up, we are going to continue our way through Colorado.
That I'm making?
I'm vlogging.
Somewhere else, please.
Just sit with me.
No.
Come on.
I'm trying to make the bed here.
Well, we're moving through Colorado some more. We are on I-70, and I've got to say, it was an incredibly scenic drive in here. I was thinking Colorado would be kind of similar to how Utah was, but I'm very impressed with Colorado. It feels like I'm in Colorado here. We drove along the Colorado River, and I guess it changed to the Eagle River just recently. The Colorado and the Eagle River join and become just the Colorado, but just awesome. A bunch of people whitewater rafting along the road the whole drive in. Really cool to see. What do you think, Ashley?
I mean, it has been great, but we haven't really done anything yet.
Yeah, we haven't done anything, so we're going to try to change that today, hopefully.
So, yeah.
But we've actually spent 2 nights at this little spot along the Eagle River here. It's a BLM spot. Kind of strict on whether or not you're allowed to camp here. There's an established campground, I guess it's a BLM campground or a National Forest campground or something up the road, like a government-owned campground that's $10 a night, self-pay station. But we moved down here. There's a couple other areas with no camping signs, but then we came here, and the sign says that you're allowed to camp on BLM as long as there's no signs posted, and there's no signs posted here, so stayed here one night alone, and then these people behind us in this Class C joined us last night, so I guess camping is allowed here.
I think we gave them motivation.
Yeah, they probably came here because they saw us, figured it was okay. But we'll probably add this spot to iOverlander so other people can see it, because it's kind of hard to find free camping in this area, and I'm pretty confident that it is allowed here.
And it's pretty nice. It's small, so you can't get too many rigs. But I guess the Class C and us, it's 2, and there's definitely going to be room for others. And there's a cool, nice bike trail that goes right by, so it's like a nice little park. So Buddy's crying to go outside.
Yeah, that nice bike path here, right on the river. We'll give you a look with the drone real quick, and today we're going to
you're going to show him a drone shot?
I am.
Wow.
And
you
then,
guys are so lucky.
And then today we're going to move on and hopefully find some more fun stuff in this area.
So we left our camp spot, and just down the road there was a park that we found on iOverlander called Eagle River Water Park. So we came here for water, but it actually ended up being a really cool park, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So there's some surfers here. They're surfing in the water. It looks like the park made adjustments to the water and added, I don't know, like barriers. So basically there's like massive waves here, and you can take your surfboards and go in the water and surf on them. And there's multiple, so a lot of people could do it at the same time. It's pretty cool, and never seen that before, so let's go check it out. Another cool thing about this park is this fire pit. Look at this. It's run off natural gas, and you can go turn it on yourself, and it has a timer over there, and it's huge. I find these logs the coolest part. I love it.
And it was sponsored by Bonfire Brewing. Thanks, Bonfire Brewing.
It says it in here. Another cool thing about this park is that there are electric hookups. You're not allowed to stay here, but I'm assuming during the day you are allowed to come and use it. I don't know for sure, and we didn't use it, but it's cool that it's there. And yeah, this is an awesome park. We love it. All right, we showed you around this awesome park. But we're gonna leave now and go get some water and then go head to lunch.
Well, continuing our drive through I-70, through the Rockies. We're at a rest area up at the top right now, and that was the worst, most stressful drive we have ever been on. Not because of the road, but because I don't know what's going on with the RV, but it did not want to run at all. That we got to a point where we had to pull over. We were like pedal to the floor in first gear, full speed, could hardly hold 10 miles an hour. Came to a stop, and then when I tried to put it in drive and go forward, we rolled backwards while the engine sputtered and dumped out black smoke. So it's not related to our heater core problem at the beginning of the video. That's not leaking, it's holding coolant. The engine's not getting hot. I'm hoping it's just the altitude. We're up at about 10,000 feet now, and I've got to say, I think I do notice it is a little harder to breathe up here. And I really hope that's the problem, but even if that's it, I don't know how we're going to make it through the next 100 miles of driving, because it's all at this altitude. So we're stopped right now. We're at what I think is roughly the highest point. I think we're just sitting up, driving around 10,000 feet for now, and man, we have no power. We can hardly go anywhere. We were going 15 miles an hour in the emergency lane on the highway with our flashers on for the last 20 miles. So, what do you think, Ashley?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, I don't know either. Well, I guess our only option is we're gonna push on. And how bad it's running, as long as it starts and runs, we're gonna try and keep moving through here. So, guess we'll keep you updated if anything else exciting happens on this drive, or if it gets better or worse. How do you feel, buddy? What do you think the problem is? I don't know, Dad. Okay, well, I don't know either, bud, so maybe we'll figure it out. Well, we limped our way 11 miles farther down the road to this mountain town of Frisco. Luckily, it was all downhill for those next 11 miles. Now we're gonna walk around the town, and in the morning we're gonna attempt to drive farther in, past Breckenridge, which is south and up in the elevation, unfortunately. We're gonna see if we could do a really cool hike, and if we make it there, we'll show you. But for now, check out this town. go to the well house. Looks interesting. What's down there? Alright, I'm gonna get some water for the RV, babe.
This is like pot.
Well, we made the drive up to the trailhead. We made it. We're at 11,000 feet right now. The highest the RV has ever driven, and hopefully the highest it ever will drive, because I don't think it would go any farther. Ashley, how do you think the RV did on the way here? Of course, just like yesterday, we struggled all the way up that hill, and it barely made it.
We weren't going to make it. We were close to not making that.
Yeah.
At one point, the RV wasn't even moving anymore. Thank God we were already pretty much here when it decided to just take a dump.
Yeah, so fingers crossed that it's only an elevation problem, and when we get back down this hill, it'll be all better. So I guess we'll keep you updated on that later. So this hike we're getting ready to do is probably going to be our most difficult one yet. It is referred to as a 14er, which we didn't know what that term was, but what it is it's a hike that goes above 14,000 feet in elevation, which is somewhere in the 14,000 range, is as high as it gets in the lower 48 states. So this is about as high as you can get. This mountain isn't quite the tallest, but it's within like 200 or 300 feet, I believe.
And there are 58 of them in Colorado. So, if you didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of these really tall ones, but they're all just about the same height. What's this one? I think it's around like 14,200, 14,300. Yeah, it's somewhere in there. So, yeah, we're going to go for it, but we're going to save this one for the next video. It's going to be a pretty cool hike, and I think if we included this hike in this video, it would probably end up being too long a video. I don't know how long it's going to end up being when I get around to editing it, but throw this hike in the next one. Ashley, anything you want to say to close it out? All right, buddy, I'm going to let you close this one out. Say bye to everyone, okay?
Yeah, they missed you on the last one.
Tell them you're excited for the hike. Buddy.
I'm very excited for this hike.
Wait, are you very excited?
Mom, am I?
Can we just get going? Okay, bud.
Buddy is so anxious, like he's crying, like he wants to get out. He knows we're leaving.
Alright, we'll catch up with you guys next time.